Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Guys, we do have some breaking news this evening, and it's coming out of Tennessee, where tragedy has struck big time. Multiple people have been killed in a powerful explosion at an explosives manufacturing plant. The blast tore through the Accurate Energetic Systems facility near Bucksnort just before 8 a.m. local time, and reports say the explosion was massive, with at least 19 people still missing and several others rushed to hospital with serious injuries. Emergency management officials in Humphreys County have urged people to avoid speculation and to respect the privacy of the victims and their families as a huge rescue operations continue. Guys, this is huge. It's of course taking up most of social media right now. Some of the footage coming out on social media is pretty apocalyptic. We're going to be going through this, but of course an investigation into this, whether there was foul play at play here as well, is of course being investigated. But let's go through what we currently know thus far with regard to what is happening and developing in Tennessee. We'll get over to some news articles, then of course go to X for some video footage. But as always, please do hit the like button and hit the subscribe button and get involved in the live chat. So as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, a bit of breaking news there. This is coming now into sort of UK mainstream media here as well, courtesy of GB News. Multiple people have been killed in a blast at an explosive manufacturing plant. The massive explosion took place at Accurate Energetic Systems near Bucksnort, Tennessee, just before 8 a.m. local reports report. At least 19 people are currently missing and multiple others have been hospitalized, according to Humphrey County emergency management officials. A statement put out by Humphrey County urged people to avoid speculation and respect the privacy of the victims. Now, Humphreys County Sheriff Chris Davis confirmed to reporters that there are some fatalities and several people missing in the blast, though he did not give a specific number. Mr. Davies told a press briefing, "We've got a very big investigation. This is not going to be something that we're going to be able to be like a car wreck or something like that we're going to just clean up the debris and leave. We're going to probably be here for a few days. We're trying to make as much time as needed right now. We're prioritizing people that are involved, their families, and trying to be very compassionate towards them." Lewis Electric Cooperative customers in the area are reporting power outages since the time of the explosion. Now, as you can see, guys, on X, most of the news dominating with regard to this, of course, is footage from the scene, which we're obviously going to be going through now. But my goodness me, it does look absolutely terrifying on what has happened. But as you can see, a massive explosion obliterated the Accurate Energetic Systems facility in Bucksnort, Tennessee, which produced and stored explosives, including bulk explosives, shaped charges, demolition kits, and specialized items for military defense, aerospace, demolition, mining, and oil industries. And as this guy is saying here, or this report is saying here, 19 people are unaccounted for. Let's have a look at some of this video footage. Holy shit. The scenes there. I mean, we've got some more video footage here of the scenes, of course. It is dominating a lot of X. Let's go here quickly and have a look at this video. Apparently this was 21 miles away. So that's apparently footage from 21 miles away. As you can see here, this video, Cody Warren, who lives in Louisville, this is about 21 miles away from the explosion in Bucksnort, Tennessee. Listen to how loud this actually is. This video is from the moment of the explosion, and you can hear the blast that covered 21 miles away and more. But my goodness me, look at the scenes. Multiple fatalities confirmed, 19 people still missing. The blast was felt 20 plus miles away. Shocking CNN footage captures the chaos, industrial accident, or foul play. Thoughts? Let's see what people are saying. Terrible, but nobody survived the blast. My brain immediately goes to foul play either way, praying for everyone involved. How horrible. I mean, it would be interesting to see what happens with this investigation. Of course, in a plant like that, I mean, it's just going to always end in absolute hell. But this will obviously, we'll be getting updates as the day goes on with regard to this. But as you can see, just video footage after video footage, and fairly apocalyptic from what's, of course, occurring in Tennessee. This helicopter video footage shows what's left of the accurate energetic systems in Hickman County, Tennessee, that experienced an explosion Friday morning at least 19. So this is what's left. Fuck. The whole place just wiped out, obviously. I mean, look, ammunition and all sorts in there. Shit. Heartbreaking. And I mean, still so many people unaccounted for at this time as well. Emergency crews are on site and have urged public to stay away while they work. Authorities are also concerned about potential secondary explosions. The plant, located in Tennessee, was established in 1980, manufactures explosives and ammunition. So yeah, that's kind of all we've really got in terms of this. I'm just trying to see if there's any more stuff, but of course a place that's been here since the sort of 1980s. But the massive question is now watching a stream. Wowzers. Yeah, I mean, the question now is an investigation will go in, and I really do hope something like this wasn't foul play. But yeah, the main talking points are huge blast tore through the place. Officials say the cause remains unknown, but questions are already being asked. Industrial accident or something far darker? Well, that's something that will be coming out as the day goes on. So yeah, that's kind of all we got from the American side of things, ladies and gentlemen. But just want to touch upon quickly, as well as haven't been able to do so today, is with regard to Sadiq Khan in the United Kingdom. So back obviously to the UK, and of course, due to the end of the whole of the end of the Palestine and Israel ceasefire, as we already know about, we've been talking about the end, and obviously Donald Trump brought the end of the situation. However, there is still marches going to be going ahead this weekend. Now, again, I don't know why I even see some sort of lefties posting about it, that they want reparations, they want every single sort of Hamas prisoner, or essentially Palestinian that's in Israel, completely released, despite the individuals that were, of course, a part of the October 7th massacre. They want loads of different things. And it's never really been about peace. It's all been about just them pushing a certain narrative. And now we've also got a situation here where, if you didn't know where this guy's loyalties stood in terms of what Sadiq Khan was all about, have a listen to this in the London Hall of Assembly. As again, he says From the River to the Sea is not anti-Semitic, and he refuses to condemn what they're saying as anti-Semitic when they're on these pro-Palestine rallies. I mean, we've heard it in real time, loads of footage on the channel, multiple times. We, of course, report on it quite a lot here on this channel. But, yeah, he refuses to condemn any of it. And is it any surprise to you? Have a watch of this absolute disgrace from Sadiq Khan.
I'll finish here because you will not do anything about this, and shame on you because our Jewish community need looking after, and as Mayor of London you are not doing that. We have had these anti-Semitic comments constantly from these hate marches, and you don't comment on that at all. But last month you said politicians have refused to condemn the rising tide of hatred in this country, so you should be happy to condemn the behaviour we saw at these pro-Palestinian protests. Do you think to scream from the river to the sea, which they're doing during these hate marches, is appropriate? Do you think it is anti-Semitic?
Okay, I don't think it's anti-Semitic, and I think it's all about context. I've got to be clear in my remarks in relation to my concern about the fear, the increased fear Jewish Londoners and Jewish people across the globe are feeling. I've gone out of my way since October the 7th, 2023, to reassure Jewish Londoners and Jewish people across the country and across the...
But they don't feel reassured. How can they feel reassured? I tell you what, I'll finish here because you will not do anything about this, and shame on you because our Jewish community need looking after, and as Mayor of London you are not doing that.
So yeah, as you can see, his narrative shifts. He's very, very quick to sort of condemn the individuals that are a part, of course, of anything to do with the far right, anyone to do with sort of white British males doing anything. He's very, very quick to jump on this and, of course, condemn it. Write article, post after post after post. But with these, despite, what did we see at the last weekend there? 600, 500, 600 arrests? With these, he can't bring his way to condemn it. He can't come out and put a statement out about these individuals because he believes in absolutely everything that they're doing. And again, there, I think Susan just brought up one point there with one saying From the River to the Sea, but we've heard loads of the things that they say, and some of it's glorifying terrorism, some of it's of course glorifying what Hamas have done and what Hamas did. But he can't come in a way where he can say, no, this is bad. This is bad. He just can't do it. He can't bring himself to do it, which is an absolute disgrace. And I mean, the comments represent it all. Everybody hates him so much, Sadiq Khan. And you can literally tell that as long as you're, it's almost like he doesn't like anything to do with white and British. If you're not white and British, or if you are white and British, or if you're not white and British, you have an agenda, he'll stay silent on it. You can assault as many police officers as you want. There can be crime everywhere, whether it be Notting Hill Carnival, whether it be these pro-Palestine or pro-Hamas hate marches. If it doesn't involve sort of white British males, then he won't condemn it whatsoever. He has a complete narrative. And it's just what he's like as a person. And I really like Susan, actually, and I like what she's all about. So credit to her and credit for her for calling this BS out. For those of you just tuning in, ladies and gentlemen, of course, we have been covering the breaking news that has erupted in Tennessee. Obviously, multiple people dead and more missing after a major explosion has erupted at a sort of ammunition or explosive manufacturing plant in the USA. It's still a developing story and still unknown the full scale of what has caused this just yet. Potentially foul play or maybe just an industrial accident. We won't probably know for the next couple of days whilst an investigation is ongoing. But what I must say is that my prayers are currently with those that are missing and with those that have obviously lost their lives in this tragic thing that has happened. Guys, we're just going to go over to the live chat and get some reaction from all of you. I hope you're well. Do let me know your thoughts on both of the talking points that we have mentioned here in today's live stream. Sadiq Khan and, of course, what has gone on in Tennessee. John Cheetham says, seems daft having a munitions factory in the middle of a forest with only one road in. Whoever designed it should be held accountable. Emily says, such a tragic occurrence. Hope it wasn't something darker than just a tragic accident. Thoughts are with the family. Exactly. We really do hope that something like this wasn't foul play. I mean, I don't like the fact of an industrial accident, but I would hate for somebody to be going out there and actually setting a light and trying to cause an explosion, going out their own way and doing something just like that. But it's absolutely horrific, as Scotty John is pointing out there in the live chat. Take some more. With regard to Sadiq, arrogant little rat he is, horrid man, pure slime Khan. I mean, everybody hates the guy, absolutely detests him. In terms of what he does in London, the place is an absolute shithole, but there's more marches going to be going ahead this weekend, actually. There's more marches going to be going ahead this weekend, despite the ceasefire already being in place. Now, again, people are entitled, of course, to have freedom of speech and go and protest. And I like the fact that we can go out and protest within the UK. However, I often ask myself what they're actually protesting for now that the ceasefire is here. And I seen a post, I come across a post of one of these marches, and this is what one of the individuals said. They said, even if this new ceasefire agreement holds, so they're like, well, because Trump did it, it's not going to hold. The fight for Palestinian liberation is not over until the occupation and the apartheid are ended, until no Palestinian is starved or malnourished, until the thousands of illegally imprisoned Palestinians are released. They mean the guys that, of course, carried out the attacks on October 7th. And also Gaza being rebuilt. They want Palestinians to have reparations. They want Zionists apparently de-radicalized. And until settler colonialism is ended, until all human beings from the river to the sea live freely and equitably with full human rights and so much more. So they're going to carry on these sort of protests as it goes on and carry on now. They wanted a free Palestine. Donald Trump freed Palestine, but all of a sudden, because he did it, they're pretty angry. A lot of them are angry, and they won't be able to come and say, well, Trump, well done, because it doesn't fit their agenda. It's all politicized, and it's all about political points and political scoring. They're going to continue to do this because it's trendy. They want to continue to do it so they don't have to get a job. They can go out on the streets and just do this stuff and cause a nuisance. Because if they really cared about the full genocide, and again, I condone genocide in every aspect, whether it may be, but there's a massive genocide going on in Africa, and I always say it multiple times when I'm live here, that there is a huge one against Christians in Africa. So they should, of course, maybe switch their fight to that and push for protesting in that way, for sure. It's an explosive manufacturing company that it has exploded. Of course, yes, it is. For those of you just tuning in, we've covered all of it at the start of the live stream, so just go back. We spent the first sort of 15 minutes, of course, talking about the horrific scenes in Tennessee. But of course, we are live as well, talking about Sadiq Khan's comments as well. So yeah, a bit of a two birds with one stone sort of live stream, if you like. But yeah, this channel spreads misinformation. Why? What have I spreaded that's misinformation today, mate? I literally get news articles on the thing and on Twitter. I get the scenes in there. There's still people that are unhappy as well. I mean, Sadiq Khan also said that as well. So, yeah. Yeah, for those, okay, so to conclude, ladies and gentlemen, as we're signing off with regard to Tennessee, essentially there has been a massive explosion at essentially an ammunition and explosive manufacturing plant in Tennessee. Currently, many are missing, many are feared dead. And as I said, investigations are currently ongoing to find out what has happened. Of course, a statement from Humphreys County urged people to avoid about speculating and respect the privacy of the victims, and likely we will not find out what happened until a little bit later on. But a full investigation that's expected to last a number of days is going to be going ahead in Tennessee, and we'll keep you up to date here on the channel, ladies and gentlemen. So if you haven't already, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Please go ahead and do this. We do cover everything from the UK and major stories, major breaking stories that happen across the rest of the world. But guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care.